There is this trend on YouTube among the photo video niche, aka my niche, where people are obsessed with replicating the film look. I mean, look at this. And I think I found the ultimate tool just for that. I love movies. There's a certain charm that film possesses that captivates many creatives, including myself, to use its aesthetic. I have attempted to imitate the film look in my videos long ago to the point the results were not good. Yo, don't worry, I got you. Ever since I found Dehancer, my life is now cinematic. In today's video, I will be reviewing Dehancer 7.1, which is the latest version of Dehancer at the time of recording this video. Full disclosure, Dehancer did reach out to me asking to collaborate for this review video. In exchange, I would be getting a license for their product. This review won't be super technical, rather it'll focus on showcasing the filmic visual effects that Dehancer provides so you can use them in your own footage. I will be showing footage from Dehancer on DaVinci Resolve, as well as some of my photos edited on Dehancer in Lightroom. If you are looking for an in-depth technical breakdown on how to use Dehancer, I will refer you to their tutorials on their YouTube channel and their blogs, as they know about the finer technical details much better than me. Let's break down exactly what constitutes the film look. There are many visual characteristics that can contribute to the film look, but the core characteristics are film profiles or film stock, halation, bloom, and grain. Dehancer is able to emulate all of these effects and is able to give you control over the intensity of each effect. Selecting the film stock is always my first step when color grading any footage with Dehancer. Dehancer offers over 60 film stocks to choose from. My personal favorite is the Kodak Portra 800, which has been used to edit footage in my previous videos. Film stock influences your footage by imposing the stock's white balance, contrast, grain, basically the entire look of film. Pick one that makes your eyes happy. There is no correct film stock for your footage necessarily. I view it as more of an artistic choice. Dehancer offers the ability to push and pull the film stock, which means you can change the exposure by -2 to +2 stops. Pushing and pulling the stock will result in a darker or lighter image, as well as changing the color and contrast exactly like with real film. The ability to select the film stock and have it look so accurate within the click of a few buttons made me want to use Dehancer because they have simplified the film emulation process so significantly. If you're interested in grabbing Dehancer for yourself, I have a code you can use, JoeyGM10, where you can get 10% discount off of your purchase. If you want to support the channel, please use this code, and as a disclaimer, I will be making commission off of this, and this code does not work for purchasing their new mobile app. Halation is a visual effect where you can see reddish outlines that look like halos along boundaries of contrasting light. You can find these most within footage that features bright lights at night. Dehancer is also able to emulate this effect in daylight as well, just like in real film. There is also the ability to amplify or dampen the effects of halation, as well as changing its characteristics based on pre-made profiles. If you're super advanced and want to take your halation to the next level, you have the ability to tweak every detail of the halation as seen here. Bloom is somewhat similar to halation. You will see outlines of light around sources of light, but instead of the color being red-orange, it will take the color of the source. Usually, if you want this effect in camera, you will need a mist filter for your lens. The one I use is a Tiffin Black Pro Mist filter, which is linked in the description below. But if you don't want to carry around any more gear, Dehancer has an excellent bloom effect, as you can see in the footage. Just like inhalation, Dehancer does offer you the ability to control the tiniest detail of bloom. If you are finding value in this review, please hit the like button so this video can help other people save time editing with this product. Let's talk about my least favorite visual aspect, grain. Nothing against Dehancer at all. I just personally hate grainy visuals, but it is a core part of the film look. Dehancer is able to add grain to your footage, but I want to stress, this is not just a simple overlay. The team at Dehancer create a mathematical model that procedurally generates grain on your footage. Like, isn't that insane? Like, how do you even do that? As a result of this feature, you have the ability to control the minute details of the grain, such as the size and the amount of grain over your footage. Which is great because that means I can turn off the grain in my footage. Thanks, Dehancer. Vignette is pretty straightforward. It darkens the edges of the frame. Although, Dehancer does not just simply put a vignette overlay, rather it adds overall contrast to the image, so be mindful of the exposure if you are using this feature. As with all other effects, you have control over its intensity. Film damage is an effect that dirties a screen by emulating the defects that may occur on real films such as dust, hair, and stains falling onto the film stock. Film breath is inconsistency in exposure and color due to mechanical movement of film in the camera. I'm gonna be completely honest here, I didn't see much of a difference in the colors, but when toggling the feature on and off, my color curves were changing, so clearly something is happening here. Gate weave mimics the effect of film jumping around in the camera. All of the previous mentioned effects are optional whether you want to add them into your footage or not. As a person with beginner level color grading experience, Dehancer makes creating the film look as easy as the click of a few buttons. Even if you are experienced and can create this look from scratch, no doubt Dehancer can save you a colossal amount of time in your editing workflow, and they can also give you control over the tiniest details in each of its effects. I do have a few suggestions for improvements to make the program even better. Firstly, I'd love to see better optimization of the program, as its intense usage has either caused DaVinci Resolve to crash or made it difficult to play back my edits. I was editing this video and I think my computer crashed. Look, can't clicking. I'm back here trying to edit my footage and look at what's happening. I'm gonna press play right now. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That is no good. I'd also love to see the film stock feature be improved by offering a preview of what the film stock would potentially look like over your footage before applying it, just like DaVinci Resolve's LUTs. This would save lots of time as I had to click on every stock to find the look that I'd like. Thank you again to the team at Dehancer for collaborating with me on this review. I will certainly be using this program to edit my future videos and photos. To get the most out of Dehancer, you need to have great footage first. To help you capture stunning footage, I recommend you check out my video on night photography next.